Hi friends, it's Allison. Welcome back to AJ's Inspired Life. Welcome if you're new. I am going to be working on the first week of July for the Inspired to Create prompts. This is a challenge that Melissa and I over at Messy Missy Creates decided to kind of create for ourselves earlier in the year and have invited all of you along to play along, and I am behind. So it's been a little bit of a crazy summer, and if you're not new here, then you kind of hear that update every single video. So it comes out every Wednesday. So I do post the word on my Instagram and on my channel, and so you can see the prompt. And if you want to play along, we love to see it. So whatever you want to do, you don't have to do them all. You don't have to do any of them. It doesn't matter. You can do whatever you want. We tend to take the word, the prompt. It does not have to be anything related to this word at all. So it doesn't have to be a firework theme. And we tend to break down the letters. Now, I think, I didn't double check, but I think this is the longest one we've done. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 letters. I think it might be the longest one we've done. And I don't know why. We keep kicking ourselves every time we choose a long word. We're like, what are we doing? What are we doing? Excuse me as I take a sip of water. So here we are. I choose to create this on a piece of paper that I then put into my journal. Okay, so this is the piece of paper that we will be creating on. It's just easier. Like sometimes my journal's, really bumpy and like whatever else. So, okay, so for the prompts, this is the first week of the month, and normally we've kind of just fallen into a routine, if you will. If there's 4 weeks, we normally, there's no rules, but again, the first week we kind of choose our own prompts. The second week we text each other prompts. The third week we have been enjoying like asking someone else to choose them for us. Maybe someone that crafts, maybe someone who doesn't, it doesn't matter. We kind of decide. And then the fourth week, we have been mailing each other physical prompts. Now, last month went a little awry. So Melissa did not get mine in the mail because she had good stuff happening in her life. And mine went elsewhere. Someone is enjoying a random little envelope of things that they won't maybe understand what they're for. So I don't know where it went. It has not arrived at her house, and I don't know. And no, there was no tracking on it. So I should have, could have, would have, maybe, I don't know. We'll see. So that was the end of that month. So we are on the first week. That means we both chose our own prompts. Okay. Melissa has already posted because she, of course, is on time. So please feel free, if you have not already, to go over and to see what she did with this. Now, ironically, we did choose some of the same prompts, which I thought was interesting because sometimes, I don't know, it doesn't normally happen, but I thought it was interesting, the ones we did choose. So, okay, here is the word. Let's go over what I did choose for my prompts. So, for F, and it's funny, and I promise, I don't like to watch her video necessarily if I haven't done mine, but I did watch it just because I'm so late. But I had my pile, or I had started my pile, I didn't have it finished. But so for F, I chose flashcards. Now I have this one, which I had dyed, and I like the color of it. And again, this is not necessarily the color scheme, but anyway, so this one's dyed. But I did find this one, which I really like because it was the 5th. Like this video, the first Wednesday was the 5th of July. So I liked that it had the 5, I don't know. So I do have flashcards for F. For I chose iridescent, which is interesting because she chose opalescent for O. And I just thought that was interesting that, anyway, so I chose iridescent. I happen to have this beautiful piece of vellum that has iridescent dots on it. I absolutely love this piece of paper. And it's going to be what we work with here. Okay. So for the first red, I chose rubber stamp. Now this is one I happen to have on my desk. I have many others, hundreds of other rubber stamps we could choose from. I guess I kind of thought so we'll use a rubber stamp. I am not committing to that has to be the rubber stamp. Okay, so I'm just looking at kind of like literally what's next to my desk, and I don't know if I have another one. I of course put away my pile that was next to my desk. I mean, I do have like this really pretty flower. Yeah, nothing else that would really go. But I mean, I certainly could get up from my desk and find a rubber stamp. That's, completely within my capability. I just don't like to do that, right? And I'm trying to look what else. The only other ones I have on my desk are the ones I use all the time, like my soccer ball, my sailboat, my sunshine. Okay, anyway, so R is rubber stamp. Now, E, I chose eagle. And so let's see. I have a few eagles. I went through my animal pile, and I am feeling very, you know, Americana, if you will. It was the 4th of July this week. We are celebrating our Independence Day. And so I did think, I don't know, eagle just came to mind. So I do have some eagles to choose from. We'll decide on, what works. Okay. So we have eagle. And I'm just checking that I have you, Okay, so what's next? Okay, W. Now, W, I chose window, and I've done window before, but I chose a different kind of window. I did choose the security envelope window. And so that is an option. However, I also have woven. And for woven, I have this piece of woven paper that I thought might be fun. So we have either or. So we have like security window, security envelope window rather, or like this woven paper. Okay, so that's W. You guys, this one. O sent me for a loop. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I have been looking and looking and looking, and I don't know, but I found a map of Ohio. We're taking it. Okay, we're taking this. I don't know if we'll even, I don't know. We are going to lose North Dakota. Okay, so I do apologize if any of you live in North Dakota. Ohio will be joining us on this page. Okay, R, I just chose red. Again, lots of prompts, and I actually don't have a technique in this one. Like, well, R, actually, this R could be like ripped, but I do want a color. So we could do anything for that. I didn't pull anything. Like just at my hands, I have this. I have this. I have some watercolor. I have a red, whoops. I have a red paper clip. Okay, we have lots of red options. I have my red dye over here. Like I said, I have the watercolors. I have red markers. I have certainly red scrapbook paper. So red we will incorporate into our page. For K, I chose a quote, and they both have a K in it. Like this one says, obviously, keep on keeping on, and this one says, be kind. So I thought that we would use the letter K in one of these quotes, okay? And for S, I found a score sheet from a game, and so we're going to use that. And I'll put that one back in my little thing. So, there you go. There's my page. How about that? Ooh, Nelly. Let's see. Let's see what we want to do. Again, we have lots of stuff, not a lot of technique. And so, like S, I had score, like to score something, we could use a stapler. We could use sanding. I had sanding as an option. We could have sew. So we could change this if we want to incorporate something else. Like we could stitch with some red thread. That would take care of the red. So I'm a little open on this one down here. Now I didn't do it in erasable pen, but we could add sew, which we've already done, I think, stitch. That's not spelled right. Look, erasable pen. Now it's spelled right. I mean, I'm not going to do sand it off, right? Oh, staple. I mean, and again, we've kind of already done these. So we'll keep thinking a little bit. Okay, what I know for sure is we're using this. Okay, this is the for sure pile. I think we're going to end up using the blue quote, not this color quote, just color wise, right? Just color wise. And I'm not sure. I mean, if we did this, I mean, I kind of like this. So we still have rubber stamps. We do have cards to choose from. So we'll just start playing. Honestly, I don't know. I mean, I like the woven. We could geez Louise. We could weave some other pieces like for color. This color throws me off a little bit just because, you know, of the yellow. Whoops. I'm trying to think. I think I had another, I do have another woven piece in here. It's like super tight, but it's also maybe not the right colors. Very kind of pink and okay, so definitely choosing that one over this one. And no, I'm not weaving another piece of paper. Okay, so let's see what we want to do. And again, this is the, you know, the size that I'm working with. It does orient this way because of my book. So I think by default, I mean, this guy's just beautiful, but he's ginormous. This guy's like, what? Can I help you? What are you looking at? I mean, this guy's cool. I really like him. Like, look, he's like, be kind, be nice, knock it off, be nice. That's like a mom look. All right, I think that one wins. This one is going right back in my drawer of magazine things into the animal folder. Okay, so we have our eagle, we have our quote with the letter K. So let's mark off what we're actually using, and we know. Okay, so we have that. We've chosen our K quote. We're going to use Ohio. There's just no way around it. And we're going to use some of this iridescent, and we're going to use one of these flashcards. Okay, so we kind of have our basis of what needs to happen here. Now, I'm feeling like this is the safe way to go, like this window as opposed to the woven. It's obviously, you know, fun and easy to play with, so you could, you know, easily pop something behind here. You know, as opposed to that's a little bit harder. And this, I feel like, is probably going to be, you know, kind of a background piece, if you will, almost. And then we could do something like that. I don't know. All right, let's cut this out. Why I chose the biggest scissors I have. I'm not going to super close cut this. I'm going to do a nice little simple cut around it so I get, you know, better idea. We'll do a first cut, and then, you know, we'll just keep cutting as we choose to, right? So, I mean, I obviously have to cut this piece of paper down to the size. I do know that. I'm just kind of eyeballing some options here. I'm feeling like, again, with this, I'm almost feeling like the flower makes a better option. If we're going to keep the flowers here, we could stamp and, you know, cut out a flower. I mean, I really like woven, but I am liking the see-through window here. It just cracks me up. I'm wondering if I want to keep it square or cut out the eagle. Yeah. All the things, right? Okay, let's do this. Oops, here's a piece of cardstock there's a piece. Okay, let's do this. Now that's interesting because I'm wondering, yeah, I mean, I am liking this color. Like, I think this gets lost a little bit. Okay, so my thought is I'm going to stamp this. We can play around with color a little bit on it. If not, we can certainly color this, paint something on this envelope. Again, I'm feeling like this color scheme doesn't work very well, but I do like it. And you know, if we cut the flower off, we're going to be left with just kind of like a weird random circle, you know, not even a circle because we got to cut all of it. I don't know. Let's take a sip of water, put the top on and move it. I'm thinking I may not use the score sheet and I may do some stitching on here. That's where my brain is going, almost to save us a little bit, right? Because of the amount of stuff on this one. So let's ink this flower up and see. Oh, I may have used the wrong ink, but that's okay. That's okay. I'm curious. Well, we'll try it. I'm curious if I can get another one, but I think I'm being greedy. I don't think that's a wise choice. So, my thought was maybe, if you've been here a bit, you know, I bought a stamp cleaner and I found the actual solution for it, which I also bought at the stamp or thrift store. I bought them both at the thrift store, but in separate hauls. And you see me not using it and using a baby wipe because why? Well, it's right here. I know. And I don't really clean my stamps anyway, so. All right, I am going to, let's see what our other options are. Does this guy fit on here? Look at you guys, all these silly index cards I got out, right? He sure does. Barely, but we're going to make it work. We'll just play around with this for just a minute. I'll take it off the desk so I don't bounce you guys as I tap, tap, tap. And let's, yeah, this is it with the, I don't know if I got that or not, but it may be close enough. Well, that's kind of pretty. Okay, so let's put those. So even with stitching, like, look, I have like this roller, this stamp that looks like stitching. We wouldn't even have to really stitch. I mean, we could, but we don't have to. We don't have to. The red flower is kind of fun. Okay, let's do this. Let's use this as a background. I'm not going to use the stamps, stars rather, the star stamp. Let's figure out, I'm curious. I mean, I should put Ohio in here, I guess, because it says Ohio. Let's try it, shall we? I'm going to cut off that bird head is the only issue, but I think, I mean, I could get the whole bird is, see this guy, but I'm not too sure it's going to show anyway. I think we're going to try and get the name in here of the Ohio. All right. So I'm going to old school it. And I am right inside. Really, Allison? I'm right inside that line and I'm right on top of the other line. So we'll do a quick cut here. Sorry, bird. And a quick cut here. All right. This one is already, oh, well, that's not straight. I don't think, all right. I don't think I need to save any of this, but I'm gonna save that one piece just in case. All right, well, it's close enough. That's what I'm gonna say. All right, here we go. And I think I'll get out my little cutter for the rest of the stuff. Okay, so, I mean, we could also use stickers. There's lots of things we could use. So my brain's still going, right? Stickers, I don't know. I was trying to look for something unique and amazing. So much for that idea, right? We're gonna glue this down, and what do I want to do for glue? This is always the first question of the day, right? I think, we'll go with a glue stick. Let's hope it works. Oh, sorry if I bumped you. Let's go with our new scented glue that you shouldn't smell, but it's scented. Oh, yeah, summertime, watermelon. Like watermelon candy. All right. This gets to go flat down on here. And then what I normally do is put this whole page down in my journal, but just on the edges to create a giant pocket to slip the tag in and the prompts. So let's do that. All right. Pretty close. Pretty close. All right. So O is done. We've done one prompt. Excellent. Don't think I need the master cutters out. We'll get the smaller ones out. Okay. Let's see. So Ohio is finished. Now, I really liked this. I really liked this prompt because obviously I haven't used it before. Like, I think score sheet is like a fun prompt. It's not wooing me right now just because of the amount of stuff. So I'm also not wooed by this for some reason, this woven thing. It's very, I don't know. I don't like it. So we're not going to use it. How about that? I do think I want to do something with this. Oh, I'm going to cover Ohio anyway. Dang, Allison. Well, I don't have to. I could bring this up like that. I could save a little bit of this envelope. Or not save, cut. Ooh, that's not even close to straight. All right, I'm going to cut a little bit off of each end. And you guys know what I have over here. I have buckets of stuff. I filmed a video. I have 2 videos trying to post right now. Ugh, it's taking forever. Okay, so if I do that, then I still have Ohio at the bottom, and I do like that. And so if I tuck this behind it, I have the iridescent. The minute I say I'm not going to use something, right? Okay, that's better. Then we can glue it on here. So let's get out our magic art glitter glue. The thing is completely clogged. It's really pissed at me. What am I doing? I'm doing it this way. Okay. So I'm realizing I cut that paper down and I don't know if it's wide enough to catch this glue, but we're about to find out. Don't you fret. We will figure out all the problems as we walk through them. Oh my gosh, this top. Okay. Ooh. I do not. Oh God, it's already drying. Gotta love the art glitter glue. Okay, we'll get it a little bit closer to the window. I cut the paper too thin, and so we'll see if that is an option. Okay. I mean, like, barely, but it's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. All right. There we go. Yeah, cool. And we still have this beautiful piece left. Super exciting. Okay, this I'm going to put here, and I don't want to necessarily put it down yet. I am going to leave it off the edge a little bit, like this edge I want off the edge. Now, what am I going to do with it? I do not know. I still have a little bit of room to cut on either end. This would be a fun place to put like some red stitching, okay, if we wanted to go that route. Or we could cut it off because we could put red elsewhere. I could also paint this whole thing with red glitter or something like that. So I want to leave that open to be played with just a little bit. Okay, so far we have, we still have some stuff to work with. My goodness. I don't know how that's going to get in here. I really like the flashcards. So what? We are going to cut the flower out. Now, I'm wanting red, so it's either, I mean, we're either going to paint this red or use the red one. I'm kind of liking this one, mostly because I think it ties in with the page a little bit. Because see this black kind of writing and outline, like I think the black ties in with it as opposed to the red. So I think we'll do that. The artwork itself in the book is kind of watercolory. So I think that lends us to be able to kind of watercolor this. So let's do that. Let's make a decision and do it. Now, One of our options for watercolor is this crayon from Target, which I really love. They're watercolor crayons. I don't know if they sell them anymore. They were obviously in the kids section. And I have multiple options for watercoloring, okay? And some of which are crayons. But we're going to start with that. And see, I don't even know if I have to get out my regular watercolor here. Let's just see what this wants to do. Yep. Now I don't think that this paper, no. I don't think that this ink is waterproof. I think if I mess with it with the water, it's going to run. So I'm trying to be a little careful regarding that because I don't know why my water's all the way over there and I don't bring it over here. That would be the logical thing to do. I know you're watching going, Allison, what are you doing? Taking forever. Yeah, I don't know. I like kind of the lines that are still there from the crayon a little bit. So that's why I thought the crayon might be kind of fun to start with, but we can put some watercolor over it. If that makes sense. Okay, so let's do that. The other thing we could do is obviously pick up, oh, look at the difference in color. So pretty, so pretty. We could pick up color from the actual crayon, like you can put this over the crayon to get paint on your brush that way. That's kind of fun too. All right. I would love to be a person who considered themselves like a watercolorist. That I am not. So we'll just make do with painting sort of in the lines with a watercolor brush. We'll call it what it is. I do love the softness sometimes of watercolor, but literally no idea what I'm doing. So, well, let's see. It's not running too bad. So, I mean, I am messing with it a little bit more than, oh, there it runs. I don't know if you can see that. So, yeah. So I want to kind of do that, I think. Yeah. Okay, now the question is, do we want to do something with the stem? And I think I do not. I have the right to change that decision at any point. Obviously, I would, you know, we could make it green if we wanted to tie in something else. But for right now, I think I'm good with this. And let's just dry it real quickly, enough that it won't go everywhere. Okay, so that's exciting. All right, so we're back. We're back. Now, I mean, look, I also have red down here, so we don't have to add like red, but I do like it. I think it's pretty. So we're good with that decision. We do need to add an S though. So, and we need this silly flashcard somewhere. I mean, I actually have enough of this bird. I was happy I didn't, I mean, like you can still see he's a bird, right? Okay. All right. This guy. I'm hesitant to cut him out. Like, I don't want him so boxy. And I don't know. I thought it was a mama, but maybe it's a he. I think it's a he. I think he's looking very, very stern. I'm just kind of playing around with. Oh, well, there it is. Okay. Look. Yeah. Okay. I just think this is so funny because, like, it's so sweet and the bird looks not so sweet and the bird's like, look, be kind. Okay. Oops, oops, oops. Let's see. I'm going to cap that. Okay. So we have our flashcard. We definitely have iridescent. We've used our rubber stamp. We have our eagle. We used our window, not the woven. And I have Ohio on there. I have red. This is our quote. Okay, we just need to decide on S. So score sheet, I think the score sheet's out, which makes me, again, a little sad because I thought it was creative. I was very happy with myself that I found a score sheet. Sew, stitch, I guess those are the same thing. Well, not necessarily, but okay. Staple and stickers. Okay. I am feeling, so now I'm in placement of this, right? And I'm conscious that I have this bird down here. I would like to keep him, but I'm feeling like I do need to drop this down. So I'm just kind of, trying to decide on if I want to this picture has space up here that could be used. So I could drop him down here, and use the space. That's not sitting with my eye as well. I guess because we tend to I don't know. I don't want this to be the focal point necessarily. I kind of like that. And again, I'm just seeing if I want to keep this thing whole or not. Okay, that's about as close as I think I'm going to get there. And with it like that, I think I like the square picture as much as I've gone back and forth on that. Because if not, I don't have like an edge. I have like this thing here. All right, let's I'm just trying to decide if I want to sew, if I want to stitch. Do I do it now or do I do it first and see how much I want to stitch, or do I just staple? I'm also conscious that this is the edge of my page, so this will like go into the crease or have to fold or something. Like, I'm just keeping an eye on that. I guess we could move this whole dang thing over. I got it situated out here quite a bit, don't I? Depending on how much of this edge we want to sit off the page. I mean, I could cut it as well. And that would bring it over. Well, let's, I mean, you know, there's no better time than the present, right? As they say. So let's just do it. I'm going to, well, let's see what we're doing. How about that? What are we doing? The 5th. Here we go. Here's my page. Here's this. I mean, it really is the edge. I have a little bit of wiggle room, but my book already is a little bit, okay, so we have some room. I mean, I love that the pages are uneven and all that kind of stuff. So, okay, the other thing we haven't talked about, and I'm like looking at this and seeing it, like, right, we could use any other sort of red. So see, even this cookie bag, I could cut this piece off and it could be part of this envelope. Oh, I don't need red. Ugh. I need stitching or stapling or something. Okay. I'm going to cut a little bit more off. You can see this glue is not quite dry yet, but that's okay. It might just forever leave a mark. Who knows? We don't know. I'm going to add more glue. So how about that? And we'll get this thing glued down. I think I have some wiggle room over here. Ah! Okay. And we get one shot at this. So I cut off too much of my envelope. Well, that's beautiful. It's okay. 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 That decision is made. We now are on the S because I want to figure out, do I want to stitch this? I'm feeling like some red stitching down here would make me super happy. I'm also feeling like that is a huge pain right now, but you know, we're going to do it. I was seeing if I had anything in my ribbon box that might work, but I don't. Let's get out a needle. Oh. Now it could, I used red. I know I keep going back to this. Obviously we could use ribbon, right? There's lots of fun ribbons, but like I have this piece, which is fun. We could use something like that. That's kind of fun. I mean, I think what I was thinking is just, yeah. I think, whoops, I would just like some embroidery. Hold on. Okay, I have my embroidery thread. Okay, so the bonus of cleaning your room is like your space is cleaner. The downside is things are put away and it takes you a minute to get to them because they're put away and not everything just piled around you. So I have this embroidery thread that we could use, but I also have my bag of baker's twine. I don't know, it's not all baker's twine, like this. And I guess that's kind of what I had in mind. I actually was hoping I had one like this with the red and the white, but I know I've used that. So, I mean, I have blue But I don't have a red and white anymore, do I? No. Oh, well okay, now that's interesting. I guess that's red and white. This is not the one I was thinking of. I was thinking of one that was actually like more red, but I guess I've used that one and this is what I have. So let's, I'm not too sure this is the best way to keep these, but let's see. I am loving this. I am not loving this. It's too white, honestly, and this seems similar. So that decision's now made. Well, I did. I just dropped it at my feet. I'll pick it up later. I promise. Okay, let's do some stitching for S. We're not going to use the score sheet, which I have a feeling there might be some more S's in our future for these prompts. So we'll be okay. Just remind me, right? All right, let's get out a needle from our sewing kit. I normally have this, I normally have my Amazon like links listed below. And there's one of these kits listed below, the little bookbinding kit. It comes with everything you need. It's not the exact one that I have. It's very, very similar. It comes with needles and awl and, the good stuff too. All right, I am going to make a knot because I definitely want the knots. And the only hard part is the second, not the only hard, I mean, it's not hard, it's a knot. But the tricky part for me, at least, is the second knot. So we will put the second knot at the bottom, since this knot is super cool. Okay. And I'm gonna, I don't know if I have this much room or if I want this much room. So I'm going to cut a perfectly straight crooked line here. And yeah. Okay, I'm going to start up here at the top. I want it on this extra part. I'm not going to sew it to the actual page. I'm going to just sew this extra part right here, which will be kind of cool because it will show obviously through. And we're just, I don't know, we're going to hand stitch this sucker. Now, actually, let me think for 1 second. Is that going to give me the look I want? Ooh, that's kind of fun, huh? Let's do that. Let's do like a little bit. Do I have enough? I think I have enough. Would that be kind of fun? Like more of a blanket stitch? Sure. I am now second guessing the amount of thread I pulled, but I'll tell you what, it is what it is. It is what it is. We're going to be just fine. I think we have plenty. And you can see my form of measurement is like move the needle, poke the paper, do it again, and eyeball it. If we only get halfway down this piece of paper, we can choose another piece of thread or only go halfway down the paper. But I think we're going to be more than fine here. Oh yeah, I like that. I like the red, kind of tying it in. All right, so there's some stitching, which this is getting a little, there we go. All right. I definitely felt like it needed a little something of color over here, so I think the red will work nicely. It's getting twisty, huh? All right. So I have some time this morning because my Roo left today. So I apologize. I have been absent this summer, you guys. It has been such a blessing to have my children home. I love them so much. And, you know, we don't get a lot of hours all the time together. But when we do, and I've said it like in every video, like I'm absolutely going to take the time to watch TV or run errands or just sit and talk and have coffee. Whatever the time is, I'm going to take it to do that, right? So, yeah. And then we're going to come back up here. Ooh, that's close, Allison. Okay. And we're going to tie some knots down here. Yeah, so she left this morning, my little Roo. She's driving back to Montana. So, God love her. She had not packed until this morning to go. She had packed like her clothes, but not the car, right? And we had some maneuvering to do, and we actually left a piece here that we'll have to bring out. But oh my God, it was like we were cracking up and like crying, laughing because, oh God, just geometry at, 5:36 in the morning. It was like, wait, did you mean turn the dresser this way or turn the dresser that way? Like, what if we try it this way? And it's like, no, that's not going to work either. So I was just dying. We were laughing so hard. So anyway, okay, look, yay, extra. That I'm liking that. Okay, so and we just always put the needle back right away, and we put the kit away, and it is all done, and it's perfect. Okay, and it goes back in its little spot. So okay, this is exciting. Okay, here we go. So we now have stitching. Okay, so we still have our bird. Now we could cut some off the bird if we need to. That's fine. The eagle. We just need to kind of figure out placement of what we want to do. So I was hoping to kind of cover this 5, and I may have cut this whole thing a little short. So it looks like we'll be cutting the bird. A little bit, little bit, little bit. Why am I not in love with this like I was? Okay. Maybe we need to make him a little bit more narrow. And all right, we'll just cover the bird like that. Yeah, we're gonna figure it out as we go. I'm not. Okay. So now this piece is set. We'll get that down. Okay. Done and done. Here we go. I'm just double checking. Flashcard, iridescent, rubber stamp, eagle, window, Ohio, red, and quote. Okay, so we just have these 3 floating pieces left. All right. So I think that goes kind of like that. I'm just covering as much of this kind of 9 as possible. Like that even. Do we just do it? We just do it, huh? Just do it. Okay. And I'll get some glue on this side. That's interesting. I don't know what I want to overlap what, so I need to give that a minute. And we are real close right there, aren't we? All right, let me trim you a little bit. Any possibility this is straight? Probably not. We're just going to scissor it, okay? Because the original cuts scissor anyway, so yeah. Kind of like that. There it is. Okay, we'll do the same thing with this. I'm hesitant on him to use the liquid glue. It's just very thin magazine paper. But I guess I feel like I'd rather use a glue stick. I do like these glue sticks. I just pray they hold, you know, a year or 5 years from now or whatever. They're kind of gel. They're okay. I'm going under the quote and over the stem, and then this is going to come right over that edge. Yeah. And this we can even do that. Okay. There it is. Now, we could ink the edges or something like that, but we certainly do not need to. And I'm very, very happy with him. And he is just like telling you, he's like, look, be nice, be kind. Okay. All right. That is it, you guys. Let me make sure I have you in frame. Here's Frank. Let's make sure I got you. Okay. So again, the first week of July for the Inspired to Create prompts was fireworks. There was 9 letters. I don't know who chose that. Well, I do, but you know, so for F, I used the flashcard. I was iridescent in these, this vellum iridescent paper. R was rubber stamp. So we put this beautiful flower here. E is eagle. For W, we ended up using window, the security envelope window. O is for Ohio, and R is red. We have lots of red. I like how the red tied in a few different places. K, I used the letter K in this quote, and S, we ended up doing stitching. Okay, you guys, that's it for me. Thank you so much for hanging out. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate you being like understanding about me not being here as much this summer. And I just thank you for all your kind comments. I'm definitely behind on even responding to those, and I'm trying. And just knowing that, you know, this is the opportunity of making the memories so I have something to document the memories, right? I mean, but this is a very limited window in my life that I get to love on my babies, and I'm going to take full advantage of it. So happy summer to you, whatever that may look like for you or whatever season you're in. And I know it's not summer for all of you. So whatever it is, I hope you're enjoying it. All right. How about that? But yeah, thanks for hanging out. I actually have really enjoyed making this page. So I'm glad that I took the time and didn't do it when I was rushed and tried to squeeze it in. So again, thank you for your understanding and your flexibility. I hope you're trying it. If you are, please, use the hashtag and tag Melissa and myself, and we would love to check it out. And I love all the different themes and what you guys are doing. So I appreciate all of that. So have a wonderful day. I appreciate you being here, and I hope you find something today that inspires you. Take care. Bye.